Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Lakota and today I'll be forcing you to watch me draw some of my favorite YouTubers. Hey, it's good to have you back. Come on in.
The water's fine.
Actually, the water is terrible and cold. I don't know where you guys are at, but where I'm at, it's getting chilly. It's dropped in temperature. We just had ourselves a little snowstorm and it was not bad. I actually got my workplace closed down for 2 days, which is fantastic in my book. So we were good and snowed in for a little bit, and I got some good B-roll out of it. What would I use it for on a channel about art? I don't know, but you're gonna watch it. Here it is right now. So today I'm gonna be drawing some of my favorite YouTubers. The thing that I like about making this video is that it gives you a little peek into the window of my soul. You guys get to learn a little bit about me, about who I watch on YouTube. Now keep in mind, these are like bigger content creators that I watch because I wanted it to be relatable so that you would care. I'm gonna be doing another video of smaller content creators that I like watching because I think that it's important to get the word out about them. And I would also like to draw them in ridiculous ways. Anyway, today we're gonna be drawing some of the bigger ones, and I think I'm gonna drop 4. I think 4 is achievable. I was gonna do 5, but I had to, for time's sake, omit the weakest link. And the weakest link was Dale Brown of Detroit Urban Survival Training. This may come as a shock to some of you, but I did not actually give him the boot because of the color of his skin. It is simply because he is too easy a target for what I'm about to do to these people's likenesses. I'll come back for Dale another day. Now, quit judging me and let's get started. This may also come as a shock to some of you, but I love Meat Canyon, and he's going to be my first victim. Old Hunter Hancock here, also known as Meat Canyon, was actually the one who inspired me to make this video. I watched him do a painting of a digital illustration of PewDiePie, and I just thought, you know, if he can turn these YouTubers into forsaken abominations, then so can I. I've followed Meat Canyon's work for a while now, but not as long as some of my audience thinks. I think I got turned on to his work like 2 years ago. I believe the first video I saw of his was the Papa John's video, and I lost my mind over it. It was genius. I used to follow an animator who went by the name Speedo Sausage for a long time, but he kind of fell off a few years ago, and that's when I discovered Meat Canyon. I was like, oh, he's more of like a polished Speedo Sausage with better storytelling. My favorite Meat Canyon videos are the Garfield parody, which, good night, that was dark. The Bob the Builder yokai cartoon, and I Can Count to 3, which is one of the most terrifying Peppa Pig parodies I've ever seen. Really though, my favorite Hunter Hancock content comes from his second channel, which is called Papa Meat, which it's just a channel where he talks and draws stuff, and it's beautiful. It's like watching Joy of Painting if Bob Ross was a gas station meat processor that doodles all day. Really though, his second channel is just solid. It proves that he is a solid content creator. Like, the Meat Canyon channel is for his cartoons, and Papa Meat is just him being entertaining and talking about some interesting stuff. I suggest looking it up. He's also part of the Cream Crew podcast with the Flash Gets guys, and that is equally entertaining. Alright, I'm happy with how this turned out. Originally, I wanted to make like where his shirt was splitting, I wanted a canyon of meat to be there. But really, it ended up turning into not necessarily just like viscera, but I wanted it to be very ground beef-ish, and he's giving birth here to probably, I don't know, I believe I've heard him say that the cartoon he did, Wabbit Season, which was very controversial. There was some legal things that happened with that one. I think that's the cartoon that kind of rocketed his Meat Canyon channel. I wanted him to, he was giving birth to that idea. I'm a fanboy of him. So I actually just found out he's from Missouri as well. I think that he definitely isn't here anymore, which good for him, but it's nice knowing that Missouri has churned out some weird artists. I take comfort in that. The next content creator on my list is actually 3 content creators from one channel. Good Mythical Morning is still one of my favorite things to watch. It's usually on whenever Jess and I are folding laundry together, or if I'm just you know, lazing around and I have got nothing better to do. I love Rhett and Link. I think they're endlessly entertaining, and their channel was a huge inspiration and motivator in the early days of my own channel. As much as I enjoy just talking to a camera alone, shut my office away from my family and friends, Rhett and Link have the right idea. It is so much better to have a co-host, somebody to just bounce ideas and bits off of. I honestly believe that I work best with a partner, but alas, I walk this lonely road alone and in a lonely way that I don't think anybody other than myself quite understands. I do really think that some of my best videos were with Luke, Jess, and my brother Chase. We have fun. When it comes to Good Mythical Morning, though, I have a favorite recurring character, and that is Cotton Candy Randy. I love him. He's probably one of the creepiest creatures ever conjured up on a family-friendly web series. He's like a reject from Pee-wee's Playhouse who was let go because he kept trying to skin the Muppets. For those of you who don't know who this character is, he shows up periodically in Good Mythical Morning, and he sports a beanie and has cotton candy hair and a beard, and he shows up to whisper sweet nothings in Rhett's ear and make vague threats toward Link. And that's all I can tell you. I wish there was a lore book on him, but as far as I know, there isn't. What I can tell you is that I have this sweet Cotton Candy Randy shirt that my wife got me for Christmas, and I love the hell out of it. I recently rewatched the movie Society and the 1988 version of The Blob, and I started thinking to myself, what if Cotton Candy Randy's beard wasn't just cotton candy? What if it was something a little more sinister, and one day he used it to kill two birds with one stone? By using his sticky candy acid beard, he could be melded with Rhett, the man that he admires most, while simultaneously ending Link forever while slurping him up into his face. Also, I don't know why I gave him such tiny hands. I think his hands are probably the creepiest part of this particular picture. I am also happy with how this one turned out, and I hope that Rhett and Link and Jordan are happy with how it turned out as well, because I know that they watch this channel on the regular and they will see it. I live a delusional life. The third content creator that I went with was actually kind of hard to choose because there's just so many in this category to choose from. The YouTuber that I went with was Lizzy ASMR, and I chose her by kind of just pulling a name out of the hat because I'm going to be transparent and vulnerable with you. I like ASMR. I watch a lot of ASMR artists, and I'm not ashamed of it. I deal with anxiety and a noisy brain on a pretty regular basis, and besides that, sometimes music just isn't doing it for me, and neither are movies. I like having something on in the background that can bring down my anxiety levels, help me focus, but also not distract me from what I'm working on. It's just, I think it's just like the nicest form of white noise. It ticks all of those boxes for me. It's weird. I don't understand it either, but it works for me. Lizzy ASMR does a lot of different types of ASMR videos, but my favorite are the ones where she does multiple role plays in one video. It's like a gauntlet of tingles, which when you say it like that, kind of sounds like a creepy uncle's love dungeon. I would be delusional if I didn't understand that ASMR was weird, but I think that you can like something and make fun of it at the same time. A lot of it is cringy as hell, but a lot of creators, they do a good job of making it not so. I think it's whenever they start taking it too seriously or start doing the girlfriend-boyfriend role plays that's where it crosses the line. I think Lizzy has a lot of fun with her videos, which keeps it from feeling creepy. So with this Lizzy piece here, I really wanted to focus on the fingers. Now, whenever ASMR content creators, they scratch and rub those binaural microphones, it always gives my head that, like, the tingles, the buzz. So I really wanted to give her, like, these otherworldly alien hands that whenever they touch somebody, it just kind of gives them a little bzzz, you know. Lizzy, if you're watching this, thank you for what you do. Much of my art has been made with your videos playing in the background. The fourth YouTuber that I want to draw today is none other than Brandon Ferris. Mr. Ferris is one of the most wildly entertaining content creators on YouTube. I think my wife introduced me to this guy a couple of years ago, but I didn't really start watching him until my kids got into him. Excuse me, I am gassy today. I love his videos where he goes after the 5-minute craft people that make those like crazy useless crafts and life hacks that they think are saving humanity, but really they serve no purpose whatsoever. But my 3 favorite videos that he's ever made, and I highly suggest that you go watch them
after this video.
1. eating Sustramen in his car.
Oh, here we go. What's happening?
2, eating a tarantula in his car.
Maybe it's like a Band-Aid. I just open and look and get it over with.
3, Brandon and his friend Cameron making fun of some guy's boyfriend roleplay ASMR video.
So beautiful. Can you imagine this guy as your dentist? You're so beautiful. Huh?
Brandon's quick wit and delivery are why I think he's probably one of the best entertainers on the internet. It's like he can play the straight man and the clown at the same time. He's super animated, but his deadpan is perfect. I also love that he can't be disgusted without being horrified at the same time. I've never seen somebody who reacts so viscerally to something that he finds gross. Now, the reason that I designed him the way that I did is simply because when he flops around on the ground or flails his arms in surprise, he always looks like he has too many joints. You know when Kermit the Frog would like run away and his arms would be flailing in the air? That's what Brandon Ferris suffers from. Also, fermented fish sausages were the grossest thing that I could think of, so that's what's in his jar. I'm happy with how Brandon's turned out. I'm happy with how all of these guys turned out. And I know that I told you that I wasn't going to be doing a 5th one, but I guess I have time. I made a little comic of this 5th person. Hey, I'm gonna show you Dale Brown. I'm gonna give you my Dale Brown in this video, and that is because this was my favorite content creator that I drew, and it's just. Oh gosh, where to start with Dale Brown? So Dale Brown is from Dust, which is Detroit Urban Survival Training. They're basically they are hired security, and he's gone viral on the internet because he teaches self-defense, which most of it is self-defense that will get your ass killed quick in the streets, which in the situations that he creates where he says, hey, I need you to point this gun at me and then I'm going to disarm you. It works. 90% of the time it's not going to work. So I wouldn't take his self-defense advice, but that being said, my goodness, the man is entertaining. John Thick here is the leader of Dust, and he's just, he's a cartoon character, man. He's incredible. I love watching these videos. It's guilty pleasure for sure, because I just watch it and I think, mind you, I don't have any self-defense training really. I was in Taekwondo for a little bit. I see what he's doing and I'm just like, I just giggle. Like, there's no way in a real situation you lived. So that's what I wanted to get across here, was that this guy, I wanted to draw him in an actual situation where he was in danger, and then the outcome of that. So this is my Dale Brown of Detroit Urban Survival Training. Now, the other funny thing is I posted this on Facebook in a bunch of art groups, and finally I did something controversial. I got called racist because let's see if I got the comment here. Huh. White man draws cartoon of black man. Black man getting shot is supposed to be funny. I'm probably a sensitive snowflake though. What do you think of it, admin? Frickin' snitch. You wouldn't survive in the streets either, but anyway, I love it. I love Dale. I just love that just looking at him, you know he is that guy who gets on as Walmart security and takes his job way too seriously. And probably, answers his cell phone by like pressing a button on his earpiece and like talking like that. It's just, I love it. He's a cartoon. It's fantastic. Guess what? This video's over. Guys, let me know what you thought of the video down in the comments section. I hope that you enjoyed it. I have enjoyed being back on the old YouTube. It's been a good time. And I want you guys to know that I love you and I cherish you. And I'll see you around. You guys have a great week. Again, check this video out, or here, wherever it is, wherever it pops up. I'll see y'all later.